Hello, and welcome to another speed paint of mine. Full disclosure, I'm a tiny bit tipsy. Um, so I'm gonna try to make a coherent thought here and there. Um, yeah, I'm basically just drawing Dr. Benzendrine from the America's Sweethearts music video. It's just Patrick in like this obnoxious yellow outfit. And I love it. It's amazing. It's so yellow. It makes me so happy. I thought it would be kind of a nice contrast to my other, like, to the to my church piece. Link here. I I just want to shamelessly put that here, um, because yellow and purple are like, opposites kind of, sort of. Are they? I'm drunk. Um, yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, Patrick is my favorite. He is, I don't know, I love his voice, and someday I would love to, like, work with him as an artist. I don't know, like, doing a music video for Fall Out Boy, or like an album cover, something like that. That'd be amazing. Um, I actually I went to school with a guy who actually like directed the church music video, and like I'm just like, how? What kind of networking do you have, dude? And can you let me get in on it? Oh god. Whew, man. Okay, let's talk about Folie, Deux, shall we? I know I'm probably saying that wrong because I'm not French. Is it like what? It's like Folie, Deux, something like that. The album. Why isn't it more popular? Like, I I got into Fall Out Boy, I think, when, I don't know, in like the Save Rock and Roll era. Um, so that was like post hiatus. That was like what, 2013, I think. Um, so like I just knew about them by name before that, but then I didn't get really into them until like 2013, and I was like, oh yes, I stan these people. Um, but then I heard Folie à Deux, and I'm like, why hadn't I heard this yet? I didn't hear any of this on the fucking radio. This should be bigger. This is some good shit. And then I've gone to like two of their I've gone to two of their official concerts, one of their like acoustic concerts, and then another one that was like 2 weeks ago for the Mania album party thing. And not in none of them did they play any Folie à Deux songs. So I'm just, why? It's such a great album. It's like my favorite album, you know? Oh my god, I'm disappointed in myself for not getting into them earlier in my teens, because then I would have probably been able to see them in concert like way before 2013, you know? I would have been able to see them play America's Sweethearts in like live in a concert. It would have been amazing, and I would have loved it probably. I'm just ranting about Folie à Deux and my own disappointment. When am I not complaining, honestly? Oh my god. Okay, so Patrick's face here in this moment, right here, gave me so much trouble because, like, in the sketch it looked alright. It looked nice, but then when I started shading it and coloring it and stuff, his left eye started looking really wonky. And I was like, we're not going for wonky because Patrick doesn't have a wonky left eye. So we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that now. I kept on changing it until I don't know, I think I ended up with something that was okay. And maybe like a couple months or years down the line, I'll look back at it and be like, oh god, this is so embarrassing. Why did I upload that? Also, I'm using reference here too. I keep saying that I never use reference, but then in my videos I do use reference, so it sounds like I'm a liar or something. But when I'm drawing things for myself, I usually don't use reference because I'm an idiot. That's why. I guess here when I'm like recording stuff, I'm like, I gotta seem professional. I gotta get my reference, gotta get my shit together. And can someone explain to me why the America's Sweethearts video is like only 480p? Like the the video quality doesn't go higher than 480p, and I wasn't able to get a good like glimpse of Patrick's suit and stuff. Like this one reference picture I have like at the bottom there that's the highest quality I could have gotten, and I still think that was like kind of manipulated by a fan or something. But yeah, the actual video is like it's like the lowest quality ever. Which is not a criticism of the boys. Please don't come after me, but I would have liked 1080p pictures as a reference, because I'm trying to change as a person. I'm trying to get actual references. I really do enjoy the America's Sweethearts video though. It's very fun. It's got like this whole carousel thing going on, and like the background looks drawn and the boys are like green screened in. It's got a style to it, and I very much enjoy that style. I kind of wanted to emulate that in my background, but then I was like, so much stuff will be going on in the background, and I kind of want the attention to be on Patrick, so maybe we'll do that some other time if I ever do another Dr. Benzendrine or like a Sandman speed paint or something. We'll see. Ah yes, the hat. I wasn't sure what was going on with the hat in the original picture, so I tried to shade it the exact same way as it is on the reference picture right there. Because I didn't really understand the shape. Like I feel like the sides are like going up a bit. I don't know, it was like folded in a weird way. Or like, I mean, for hats it's normal, but I just personally I wasn't confident enough to draw it that way. That's why reference comes in handy, kids. Please use a reference all the time. This is your grandmother speaking. Do as I say. I'm actually listening to Folie right now, just being reminded of how much of a great album it is. Personally, my favorite is 27 and West Coast Smoker. I like 27 because it's got like this amazing like guitar riff in the middle of it. It's so good. And I like West Coast Smoker because at one point it's just like, I think it's Pete or one of the other boys who's like just shouting, "I'm a nervous wreck, I'm a nervous wreck." And I'm just like, same, that's me. 24/7. I'm always nervous. Dr. Benzendrine is probably one of my favorite Patrick looks, you know? It's so bright and I love it. Like, I don't know who thought of dressing this boy in yellow and some black trim, but like whoever it was, thank you, because yellow is great. It's such a strong color, and like, oh man, I took like a color test online one time, and although I know it's probably not that accurate, but it said something about how I have more cones in my eyes than like 45% of other humans. So I would probably not like bright colors like yellow. But now that I see like this whole suit, I'm like, you know, that's a lie because I love this. I love this suit. It's so yellow. Um, yeah, it was actually kind of hard to make his suit this yellow and then have like, and then draw in his skin, you know, because I thought, what if it's too much yellow? Then I remembered he had like these super red cheeks, so I thought the red in the cheeks would be a nice contrast to that. So I'm safe. I'm good. That was good. Yeah, I think a lot of fans have like the same reaction to their new album Mania as they did with Folie, because I think back then they were like, oh my god, it's the new sound. I don't know if the Fallout Boys are straying from their original sound. They're changing, and I don't like this change that much. And then fast forward to 2018, they release Mania, and everyone's like, oh my god, again. Like, again, we don't like the changing sound. And I don't know, it's like everyone learned to love Folie by like, I don't know, listening to it a bit more and then actually understanding what was going on in the album and growing to love it. But a lot of people, or like in my experience, I see that a lot of people aren't willing to do that with Mania or something. Like, it all started with Young and Menace. Like, personally, when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is different, but I kind of like it. It's like they have a whole EDM vibe going on, and the music video was fucking on point. It hit so close to home and made me very sad, but I love the song too. But then you hear other people going all, what? Fall Out Boy is now an EDM band. What? Why? They should just stick to punk rock or something. And I don't know, they've always changed their sound up. Like, I vaguely remember Pete saying something about that in one of the meet and greets, going all like he is very grateful that for all the fans that actually stayed with them when they changed their sound, because they like experimenting and stuff, which I'm down for. Like, keep experimenting. I'm fine with that, you know, as long as they don't go country. You know, I'm not very into country music. There I go, talking about myself again. Let's talk about the art. I suck at hands. Look at me struggling here. Oh my god. I actually struggled less on the hands here than I did on my church video. Let me plug that in again here, because I want attention. I actually, like, I have a guitar too, so I could have put up a tripod and I could have taken a picture of me with my guitar from the angle that I wanted to, but I thought, that's way too much effort. So I looked at a couple pictures of people who are like holding guitars, and I was like, I got the gist of that. I can do this. I'm pretty sure this left hand I'm working on here isn't really the right guitar, and isn't really the right position for the fingers to be in. It's probably not the best. I don't know. Gotta work on that. Gotta work on not being lazy. Yeah, from the video I could tell that Patrick had like a white electric guitar. Oh my god, I forgot the word for guitar. He had like a white guitar with like a yellow triangle thingy. There's probably another word for that. I'm sorry, guitar players. I'm gonna butcher your language. But it had like this yellow triangle thingy to it on the guitar part. And that's really all I could tell from the music video, so I had to resort to looking at fan drawings where people like drew his guitar, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to use this as a semi-reference, I guess. Now that I look at it, I feel I may have made his left hand a bit too big. Maybe it just looks big because of the way I drew the arm. I shouldn't point out my mistakes, because then people see the mistakes and... I'm sorry if anyone thinks that this like voiceover thing is like all over the place, but I'm just I never have a script for these things, so I'm usually just like improvising as I go. Like right now I just thought that I wanted to talk about the disloyal order of water buffaloes. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Disloyal. Yeah. Disloyal order of water buffaloes. Okay. that's like, it's such a great song too. The first time I heard it, I was so emotional. It was so good. I recommend it. Yeah, so anyone who, y'all should really listen to Folie. I really do recommend it. Anyways, here was my result. I really do like it. There's so much yellow. It's so different from my church piece that was predominantly purple. Like, when I say predominant, I mean that like in all fucking caps. Because there was so much purple. I shaded with purple. I highlighted with like lilac. It was so great. Anyways, hope y'all enjoy. And hope I don't get a hangover tomorrow. Goodbye.